Hello, good morning. Welcome to another time of KHC Video Devotional for 21st of October. And the topic we are looking at this morning for singles is how sexual frustration and compromise can kill your relationship. One of the greatest needs of a man, sex. It's so important that if either spouse is sexually frustrated, it's an indication that the marriage is not healthy. While there are many reasons that could lead to sexual frustration, none is cogent enough to be entertained. Oftentimes, some couples use sex as a reward system and as punishment. If you are feeling good or you are pleased with your spouse, you make love, and when it's the other way around, you deny your spouse. This is nothing but amplifying your spouse's vulnerability to negative sexual escapades. While you are denying him, there are several ladies out there that are ready to offer themselves to him in exchange for money or for favor. It is pertinent, therefore, to know that you must not in any way deny your spouse of sex if you really love him or her. Let me have you know this and read it carefully. The moment you deny your spouse in this area, he or she will look for it elsewhere if there's no fear of God. This will later bring chaos and disorder into the family unit, since this is not the order of God. You see, there are many born-again Christians and even professed pastors who are still carnal and with no sense of destiny, who lack self-control in this area. There are many who say they are workers and deacons and pastors who are gripped with the spirit of lust and other perversion. It really takes the fear of God to stay off. If you find yourself in this scenario, you need to deal with it as quickly as possible and get to the root of the matter. If your husband is not showing interest again in a consistent manner, it could be seeing somebody else and having an affair. You see, you have to understand that this is a need for a man. Maybe you have refused him severally and he could no longer cope. His decision to look outside, however, is wrong and is highly consequential, since what we are talking about is spiritual and also, God forbid, adultery. Never ever refuse him unless once in a while, where it becomes inconvenient or impossible, and that should be once in a blue moon. If it's your wife that has lost interest, it could also be that she's involved with somebody else, but mostly it is because she's deeply hurt or you are not patient with her on bed. If it has been weeks or months since you made love with each other and you sleep under the same roof, something is seriously wrong somewhere. If he says he's okay, he's telling a big lie. Sexual frustration can be caused by 1. Ignorance on sex and sexuality. 2. Misunderstanding between spouses. 3. Insensitivity of the wife to the husband's needs. 4. Communication lapses. 5. Ignorance of how to properly treat your wife. 6. Fanatical religious beliefs. 7. Financial crisis. 8. Health challenges. 9. Other life challenges. Consequences of sexual frustration include 1. Vulnerability of the couple involved. 2. Extramarital and adulterous relationships can be triggered. 3. Adultery can in turn lead to sexually transmitted diseases. 4. An unhappy home and family. 5. Distraction. 6. Unfulfilled wife and frustrated husband. How do you handle sexual frustration? Number 1. Find a good Christian counselor or your spiritual father whom both of you respect to wade into the situation. It's important you do this before you lose your marriage. You need to forget about your feelings or ego right now and save your destiny and in the process save your family. Will you, because of an unforgiving spirit, jeopardize your relationship with God? It is not worth it. Number 2, read good books together that address the issue and make sure you leave no stone unturned in your bid to get solution to the issue. Be patient and understanding with your spouse. Try and listen to your spouse on why he or she is like that. Your spouse could also be doing that just to get your attention. It's a wrong way to get attention though. Number 4, improve your communication with each other. Talk over issues and don't bottle up hurts. Number 5, deal with inhibitions if there are any. God created sex to be enjoyed within the sanctity of marital context. Number 6, meet your wife's emotional needs as much as you can. When you neglect her, you are losing her. As singles, if you are sexually active, know that you are walking in disobedience. You cannot violate God's principles because you are searching for love. You cannot use it to tie down a man in marriage. You will most likely lose him because a man that insists on it is not really in love with you as much as he is in love with your body. True love waits. True love will protect your virtue. True love will not want you to disobey God. True love has the fear of God. Premarital sex is a relationship killer. It will not likely lead to marriage. If somehow it leads to marriage, trust has been murdered in the process. Both of you will not trust each other, and this can lead to other issues that are more complex. You cannot be wiser than God. Samson didn't obey God, he was cut off in the midst of his days. Joseph feared God and ran away from free sex and preserved his destiny. Every time you compromise, something dies or gets lost. Why don't you do it God's way? That is the way to go. That is how it will last. That is what will bring you peace and joy. If you find yourself already compromised, simply ask God to embrace you again. He is a God of second chance and He will forgive and cleanse you. Meditation for the day. 1 Corinthians 7:5. Abstaining from sex is permissible for a period of time if you both agree to it and if it's for the purposes of prayer and fasting, but only for such times. Then come again together again. Satan has an ingenious way of tempting us when we least expect it. Prayer for the day. Oh Lord, I receive wisdom for my marriage. Number 2, heal me in all areas where I have issues in the name of Jesus. Number 3, I frustrate all the plans of the devil over my relationship and marriage. Confession for the day. I'm delighted with my spouse's body. We enjoy ourselves sexually. We do not allow any situation, circumstance, hurt, or unforgiving spirit to affect our sexual responsibility to one another. As a single, I do not compromise. I know that sex before marriage is a destiny destroyer, so I do not indulge in it. In marriage, I'm committed to satisfying my spouse sexually, so help me God. Action plan for the day. Take your partner out and have a hearty discussion. Chronological Bible reading for the day. Luke 18:9-14, Mark 10:1-12, Matthew 19:1-12, Mark 10:13-16, Matthew 19:13-15, Luke 18:15-17, Mark 10:17-31, Matthew 19:16-30, and Luke 18:18-30. This particular devotional is taken from a singles devotional book. You can get a paperback edition or Kindle edition on Amazon, and you can also get a digital edition on Okada Books. To get the books, navigate to the URL you see on the screen at kissesandox.com/books. Also, we'd like you to partner with us on Kisses and Ox Club. It will enable us to reach more people. In order to give with different options available from anywhere in the world, kindly navigate to the URL you see on the screen at kissesandox.com/give. Also, if you live in the city of Ibadan, we'd like to welcome you to worship with us if you don't have a place of worship yet. Sundays 8 o'clock, and the church is Shouts of Grace Center at Joker Plaza beside Trans Amusement Park, Bodija, UI Road. You can't miss it. Also, I will want to intimate you of our devotional website, which is at kissesandnox.com. God bless you. Thanks for joining today. See you tomorrow. Bless you.